and welcome to today's live stream on Twitch. I hope every single one of you is good. Today's game is Colombia versus Venezuela, and it's the Women's World Cup from 2013. This is a great game. It's going to be intense. What I try and do when I'm picking these games is look for the quality of the video. I have started to check the score lines just to make sure we're not watching 18-0 victories and stuff like that, because sometimes it can get boring. If the team is exceptional, I think you guys will learn a lot from it, then maybe we will watch some of those games. But I'm trying to watch games that are pretty close and also creates a good atmosphere. Now, one of the things that AMF, specifically in South America, are really proud of is how many crowds they get to games. And this game is going to be no different. So, I'm going to start the film, or start the stream. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Please let me know where you are in the comments. And as we are having the build up to the game, I will start welcome everyone to the stream that has commented so far. If you would like to comment and you cannot comment, it's because you need to download the Twitch app. If you download the Twitch app, it will allow you to comment. Now, please make sure that you follow this channel as well. And if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. It does cost money, but you don't have to. But if you've got if you've got an Amazon Prime account, you can actually subscribe for free. So, let's start.
Introduciendo el protocolo de una final de un mundial.
Okay, so first of all,
con la selección
Luigi,
colombiana de por medio. Aparece el amarillo y el azul, el rojo en los números del uniforme colombiano. El blanco.
As you can see, it's this video is quite loud today. I will turn it up when the game starts, don't worry. So Luigi from the Sardinia Futsal Cup from Italy. Hopefully some of my local team, Bristol Futsal, will be able to come over to Italy and attend some of your futsal cups. Chris, welcome from Belgium. Chris was on the stream yesterday as well, so welcome back, Chris. Hopefully you attracted some of the women on your team to come along and watch. Alejandro, welcome to the stream. Alejandro's getting excited because a World Cup is just being announced for the C15s, which he's a year younger, but because he's a baller, he's going to definitely try his luck and see if he can get into those GB squads. Daniel Lewis, welcome Daniel. Daniel's a player for me with Bristol Futsal. Fantastic player, has developed a hell of a lot over the last couple of months. Daniel, hopefully I'll see you very soon. Levi is also a local player to Bristol Futsal and has recently started playing futsal. He's a fantastic player and he was on our stream yesterday, so welcome Levi. And if I didn't say welcome, welcome to Daniel. Steve, welcome to the stream from the USA. Fantastic to see so many different countries in the stream today. Jackson, welcome to the stream, buddy. I know you've been watching, but sometimes it can be quite hard to comment and stuff. So thank God your Twitch account has come back and we can start talking and communicating about futsal again. I always enjoy conversations with you, Jackson, about futsal. Steve said C15 USAFF is here as well. Looking forward to it. Well, welcome to the stream and welcome everyone from the C15 USAFF. Levi, welcome to the stream, buddy. I hope you're all good. There are also a few people who I'd just like to welcome that I know are part of this stream, but they can't comment for various reasons. If I don't pronounce your name properly, I do apologise. But welcome to the stream, Parvez from Bangladesh. He's a really, really nice guy, and hopefully we'll be able to get some games with Bangladesh in the future and have a good link with Bangladesh in the future. Also, just going through some of my messages just on my phone so I can keep updated with anyone who messages me. Annabelle is listening, but I can't comment. Annabelle, welcome to the stream. I hope you're good, and I hope you enjoy this match. It is going to be a cracker, and I know you're going to love it. Okay, 13 people live with us at the moment. So many different countries as well. We've got Belgium, we've got Italy, we've got England, we've got the USA, we've got Bangladesh, and there may also, I think we may even have Venezuela, but they may not be able to comment. because a few of them said that they were going to come on today, but they may not be able to comment and they may not speak English. So, welcome to the stream, everyone from Venezuela. Hopefully we may have some Colombians as well. But a massive welcome to the stream, every single one of you. Oh, we have a Ogunjama, hello and ciao. Let me know in the comments below what your name is. Look at the crowds. Unbelievable stuff. Look at this. Absolutely rammed. And to be fair, their badges, their flags look very, very similar as well. So you can just see it's going to be very yellow in that arena tonight. But more importantly, look at the noise they're making. I'm going to slightly make it louder. If it gets too loud, the crowd noise, please let me know. But just to let you know, it's very low and it's still extremely loud. Chris said, always such crowds in South America in AMF competitions. I totally agree. Chris, we do need a discussion around how we can make this better in Europe, because it's definitely something that needs to be improved in Europe 100%. Okay, so Eliasa, hi from Romania, welcome. Let me know your name in the comments, but fantastic, and welcome another country from Romania. Brilliant. Okay, this game is intense, by the way. I am buzzing for this. I haven't obviously watched the game. I've just tried to see the scoreline, and I watched like the last 5 minutes just to see if it was a good ending, and it's a good ending. It's very intense, and I know you guys are going to love it. I just hope the skill, the tactics are good, so we've got a lot of things to discuss and deconstruct. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment. And if you can't comment on the Twitch stream, just send me a message. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Hey, hey, hey. It's going to start getting me up and dancing in a minute. She's a baller, if I remember rightly, from other videos. Sorry, I just clicked off for a second. Ooh. Chris, you got me. What city was this played in? It doesn't say on the video. It just says Women's World Cup 2013. Today's stream as well, by the way. I'm actually streaming. Obviously, you guys are on Twitch, but I've got this video from YouTube, and it was with FEF, Futsal European Federation, Futsal AMF, and it's their YouTube channel that I got this video from, so please check out their YouTube channel and subscribe to them. Subscribing on YouTube, as you know, is for free. But Chris, sorry, I don't know where the stream is. Sorry, I don't know where this match is held. I have a feeling it is Colombia, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be just they filmed it. I'm not sure if you can see this on your picture, but if you can see the CNFA TV, that is the Canadian Federation. I think they must have streamed it and then put their logo at the top. So again, I don't think this is the original, but a lot of the other stuff in the background does say Colombia, so I'm assuming either Colombia filmed it or this was hosted in Colombia, but not 100% sure. If any of you know me personally as well, you will know I'm a massive Arsenal fan. Can everyone please keep me updated with how Arsenal are getting on tonight, please? I don't want to keep clicking on my phone to check the Arsenal results, so if you guys can keep me updated if there are any goals in the Arsenal game. And obviously, up the Gunners!
Va para el mundo entero a través de la internet, donde también nos pueden seguir en señalcolombia.org. Canal Versus, la televisión por cable. Señal Colombia, la televisión pública. Es tan grande el fútbol de salón en este
17 people with me right now. Welcome everybody. If you want to send me a message to let me know that you're in the chat because you can't message on Twitch, let me know. But if you want to message on the Twitch app, you can. And if you're struggling, it's because you need to download the Twitch app, remember. Please don't forget to follow this account. And if you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe as well. If you have an Amazon Prime account, subscribing on Twitch is for free. If you don't have an Amazon Prime account, it does cost money, unfortunately. It's the same as donating and stuff like that as well. Come on then, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm not sure if this is the first game that I've seen of Venezuela, so I'm pretty psyched for that, to see if there's any culture differences that we need to be aware about. The more international futsal you watch, it helps you on the international stage. That's why I try and encourage players to watch international futsal. So when you get into a World Cup, you kind of get a flavour to how different countries like to play. For example, I'd be very shocked if a Brazilian team wasn't technically good at 1v1s, but also they're just amazing at futsal. So you kind of get an identity with certain teams. Good filming as well, by the way. Like, okay, the camera could be slightly better, but the whole filling a part of the atmosphere and everything else, I think they've nailed it so far. And it must be so loud in there, because look, I'm going to turn it up to the whole way just for a second.
But
obviously, if I start talking, I'm not going to... So I have to just hold it down just a little bit. Just so, yeah. Just so you can hear me, basically. So, guys, what's your score predictions? How do you think, who do you think is going to win? And what do you think is going to be the result? I'm not going to take a guess because I know the result. I haven't watched the game, so I don't know how good the game actually is. But I did see the last couple of minutes, and I know it was a fantastic end to the game. Very, very intense. But I don't know how the game went. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think the score of this game is? And also, let me know who you think is going to be the World Cup winners in 2013 from Colombia and from Venezuela. Chris cheated. Chris, you forfeited. Jackson said Colombia 4-2. Okay, okay. To be fair, I hope if it was 4-2, that would be fantastic. Oh, Chris knows who won, but he doesn't know the result. Okay, Chris, take a guess on what you think the result's going to be. But don't say who you think's going to win, just put the result. And whatever side you put it, we're not going to pay attention to that. Alejandro thinks 6-2 Colombia. Chris thinks 7-3. Okay. Do you know what? I should start doing some giveaways, I think. If anyone gets the result right, they get a prize or something. Annabelle thinks Colombia's going to win 5-4. Okay. Look at the crowd. That is mental. Look at that. It's like a swarm of bees. Brilliant venue as well. Can't knock it. Daniel thinks 8-6 for Colombia. So all of you are going for a high scoring game. Okay. I'm not saying it's not, by the way.
Gracias, Andrés. Gracias, Colombia. Energía positiva. Vamos, Colombia. Vamos por todo.
So straight away, remember when I speak about when they throw it back to the goalkeeper, it tends to be very lack of movement or a high press. And already they didn't throw it to the goalkeeper, which is a good sign from Colombia. It's one of my pet hates, people throwing it back to the keeper, because it just shows a lack of movement. Ignore the top as well where it says Argentina, because that's not Argentina.
Arranca Bermeja en la ciudad futuro. Balón que va quedando para que domine Magali Vergara. Va tocando para la Pedusini. Ahí está el Atlántico representado. La pelota larga que no pudo dominar Chandira Ray. Se fue, se perdió. Primer balón que va a tomar el equipo venezolano. Tranquilo, Lucho, tranquilo. Tranquilo, Lucho, tranquilo.
See? Oh, God. Just ruined it, didn't I? It just ruined it. Okay, so remember, take note of the fouls. That's the first foul of the game. Was that a foul?
Colombia, Venezuela, Alejo. Se enfrentan
Poor free kick that.
final de la Copa del Mundo.
Oh, 1v1. Here we go. Good skill. Ooh, good save, keeper. Keeper went down very early as well, so, you know, as a player, what would you be thinking there next time you've got a 1v1? Tell you what, the steppings and the speed to beat that player 1v1. Unlucky on the finish.
Lucho, saludo para usted y para todos los televidentes que hasta ahora están muy sintonizados con Señal Colombia y Canal.
Oh, see, now they've changed it, Venezuela. I started doubting myself for a second, thinking, Argentina? Have I got this all wrong? Chris, nice haul with very clear sidelines. Yeah, exactly. It's very nice, very crisp. I wouldn't be surprised if they laid this down just for this game, or just for this tournament, should I say. They did for the C13 World Cup anyway. Okay. Venezuela, for me, a bit too spread out for my liking. Needs to be a bit more compact. Good possession from Colombia, and what's nice to see, and this is predominantly what you see in AMF Futsal, because of the second rules in your own half, it's forcing you to be in the attacking half, which is nice. You know, because anyone can keep the ball in their own half if they're not pressing you, but can you keep the ball and wait for an opportunity in the attacking half? Venezuela are not going to be a high pressing team at all, which I actually think is probably a mistake in a World Cup final. Probably going for a high press and seeing how they deal with the pressure of that early would be a good thing. Oh, straight back to the keeper. We don't like those. We do not like those.
Y este equipo, cuando tiene el balón en su poder, es insuperable. No hay problema. Si Venezuela nos da el espacio, va a llegar el gol.
¿Y usted cómo durmió anoche? Colchones comodísimos para dormir profundamente.
Gotta get your advertisements in, guys. So back to the keeper. We don't like those. Oh, good show and go. Watch this yellow. Brilliant movement. Okay, keeper's out nice and quick, which is nice. Good movement to create that space in order to switch the play or make a forward run. Very unusual colour ball as well, especially for a World Cup final. Chris, very well sponsored that tournament. Yeah, but to be honest, again, that's another thing that South America have been brilliant at, haven't they? Even in the C13 World Cup, Brazil would wear tops that they wouldn't even play in either. It would be like what they warm up in, and the whole shirt was covered in sponsors. Brilliant. Here we go. Good save.
Sorprendió Camargo. Bien Colombia, reaccionó Magali Vergara, la pelota al fondo y lanzamiento de esquina para Venezuela.
Herencia Verde, la línea ecológica de pinturas Tito Pavón. Una buena decisión para durar y durar.
Oh my god, I just missed the goal. What am I doing? I just looked away and missed the goal. What? How did I miss that? Oh, that's a poor goal to concede. Oh, that is a poor goal to concede. Annabelle, have a look at this girl's game. Think about the other games that we've seen. Look at how some of the basic things that can be missed in the women's game. And that's why I believe if we can get a good GB side together, we could compete at the highest level. Because little things like passing back to the goalkeeper, throw-ins, corners, I think is actually a severe negative in women's futsal in a lot of these videos I watch. I don't know if you agree. Send me a message. I know you can't comment on Twitch, but send me a message of what you think. But I do think there are some very basic things that if a team could get right, will instantly take them to a decent level in women's futsal in these World Cups.
Bastante molesto ahora el técnico Oscar Villamizar de Venezuela. Viene tocando la pelota, la reventó. Va a reventar balones Venezuela para donde dé.
Lucho, sinceramente no me preocupa porque vi que el
So all of you said Colombia was going to win. Well, Venezuela's taking the lead.
No se preocupen en casa. Esto va a cambiar de dueño. Es cuestión de tiempo.
But what is nice is Colombia are keeping the ball.
Con calma. Quedan 14:57 por jugarse. Va sacando la pelota Marinela Arquizones. La tiene Arquizones, lo va metiendo arriba.
Again, though, Venezuela very negative when it comes to the goalkeeper.
Para que la pintura le quede bien pintada.
Pinte con los mejores pintadores de pintura que sí
Again,
pintan
back to...
bien.
What is this? The movement off the ball has to be so much better.
Lucho, se realizó el primer cambio de la noche por parte de Colombia. Salió Melissa Ducini, la barranquillera, la del Atlántico, y entró Marcela Calderón. Cuando han pasado hasta el momento 6 minutos de este juego.
¿Me permite ser un poco ácido?
Claro.
Con este cambio Colombia tiene las que debían ser las 5 inicialistas. Marcelita Calderón, la estilista del número 9.
Also, Annabelle, and what I was saying a minute ago, the world champions... Ooh, whoa! Was that not a foul?
Andrés y Lucho, pero si analizamos un poco las dos nóminas, los dos equipos...
Don't tell me that wasn't a foul. What is going on?
Entonces se analizaron muy bien y lo mismo hizo Mario
What the hell? That was a rugby tackle.
Con Marcela Calderón, sacó a Kelly Spaducini los primeros 5 minutos. Son tácticas de juego que tiene el técnico colombiano.
Anyway, so yeah, the world champions at the moment is Brazil, and the manager Anderson is very, very big on set pieces. Very big on set pieces and set moves. And it's not a coincidence that they are now world champions. And also again, Anderson is the manager of the Brazil team, and he was seconds away from being the men's world champions too. So again, being good on set pieces and everything else, I really do think elevates a nation from being very average to be very good. Cohesion as a team, understanding in groups of 2, 3 and 4 is so important. And 5 if you are a team that likes to use a goalkeeper as well. Right, this is better. This is nice movement. Ah, screw me.
Venezuela que revienta el balón. Posesión de balón para Colombia.
También se prepara un cambio, el primero de la noche, pero por parte de Venezuela.
Chris has said that he's lost a bit of connection with the chat. If you guys are the same, it's probably just an error with Twitch. Oh, good pass. Breaking those lines. Brilliant. Unlucky. Anyone fairly new to futsal, remember how she used the toe to get off that shot very quickly, but with power.
Mantienen su filosofía de juego, la cual las tiene en esta posición privilegiada independientemente del marcador.
1-0 gana Venezuela. Balón que va quedando para que domine ahora Calderón. Marcelita que la tiene.
Does anyone know what the Arsenal score is as well?
Abriendo para Paulita Botero que organiza. Ella es la maestro.
Keep an eye on the movement. The movement, the passing, the tactical for Colombia is good. I can see a goal coming in a minute, I reckon. They're playing the ball around too well not to be able to score. The only way Venezuela is going to win this game, in my opinion, is doing what they've done so far and make the most of set pieces. Chris thinks this is a really high level for the women. Well, to be honest with you, you're half expecting it because obviously it's a World Cup final. But no, I do actually agree. Specifically Colombia, I think the way they're knocking the ball around and they're making things happen. They're breaking their defensive lines with passes, with running, with movement. They're playing well at the moment. It's just unfortunate they can't defend the corner because that was a poor goal to concede, in my opinion. To be playing that well and then concede such a easy goal would annoy me as a manager. But look at the movement; it's brilliant. It's a good advertisement for women futsal. It's a good advertisement for futsal in general. We obviously know Colombia are one of the kings and queens of AMF futsal. Look at that.
Atropellando que salía Magali Vergara, era falta, el árbitro no la dio. Esta fue una jugada que ocurrió hace un par de minutos, sobre todo la protesta del banco venezolano es porque esa acumula, ¿no? Nos da otra falta.
I tell you what, I would have loved to have been in the crowd for this game.
Venezuela sin faltas en lo que va de este primer tiempo.
11:38 por jugarse. ¿Cómo tomaron ese gol en el banco colombiano, Jessica?
Muy mal, Lucho, muy mal.
It's just so pointless, isn't it? Just a little movement, a bit of a rotation in order to receive the ball is all that's needed. And they've just given the ball away so easy, Venezuela. And to be fair, like, I kind of get it, that they want to slow the game down, they're 1-0 up, just keep a good shape. It's now Colombia's job to get back into the game, but come on. Look, again, throw, kicks it out, just a bit of movement. There's other ways of keeping the ball. Well, sorry, there's other ways of slowing the game down without having to give it away. Good save, keeper. Only thing I would have said with the keeper there is maybe use a block save rather than go with 2 feet, because it could easily open you up for a nutmeg. Keep an eye on the fixed. Look, good movement there. Fantastic. Show and go to receive the ball. Also as well, have a little look at how Colombia, when they've got the ball, they're constantly trying. Oh, here we go! Oh, yes! Whoa! Here we go! Go on! Go on! Go! Oh, good defending. That was nice from both teams, to be fair. That was nice.
Y después el contraataque colombiano. Valdría la pena ver la jugada si hubo mano o no, pero fue una jugada larguísima con muchos ingredientes.
Chandira para Botero. Botero para Chandira.
Fantastic. Okay, Chris has just said, yeah, but what do you do if you feel that your opponent is much better? Okay, so let me talk about that, because that's actually really important. So it's important to say at this point, I get it that you pull back, that's fine. By the way, in no way, shape or form am I comparing myself to Bielsa or Pep in any way, shape or form from the style of being attacking and everything else. But I am a firm believer of total football, total futsal. I believe, I don't care how good you are, being able to rotate and move in a cohesive manner, in unison, with good understanding. You don't have to be a good futsal player to be able to do that. That takes training, that takes time, that takes game understanding, and it doesn't require being good with a futsal ball in order to do that. That's the manager, that's training before the tournament happens, so you can use that to your advantage. The moment you have the ball, you are in control. If you kick it at a player, it goes off, it's your throw-in. If you want to hold the ball up, fine, hold the ball up. And when Venezuela have the ball, I'll talk about that in a bit more detail. But there are ways of keeping the ball. Here we go. In these areas here, and here. The moment you have two players in these areas here, you are penning them back because you are forcing them to be wide. And it opens up massive amount of gaps. The moment Colombia lose concentration, you can then try and find the back post. Look, just here. Here, they're making the pitch big. There is a way of controlling the game whilst having the ball. Now, again, if you haven't got the players for constant play, that's fine, but there are some basics that you can put into fruition in training, in preparation for a World Cup, that's going to help them keep the ball better. Holding back or throwing the ball long every 5 minutes, it's temporary. I would ask a team to do that for 5 minutes. This, I don't see how this helps Venezuela at all. This, for me, is inviting pressure. They've done well, to be fair, but that's mainly down to Colombia's bad defending, in my opinion. Look, this player here should have come out so much quicker. It's being aware of danger rather than reacting to danger. The defence is almost rotating in a clock, knowing that any time the ball could be going into your zone, it's your job to go and get it. Similar as the goalkeeper. If your four are rotating in a clock to make sure that the ball, depending on where it is, you've got someone closing down really fast. And the moment they break that four, the goalkeeper is the next line of defence, coming out really, really quickly. And trust me, there are ways of being on the front foot and being defensive than just sitting back. And against a team of Colombia's quality, I believe you need a mix. You cannot just have one way, because at some point Colombia will do something that will make your team lose concentration. So you need to give them slightly different tactics. So maybe 4 on, 4 off when it comes to subs, and you have players set up for this scenario. You have your players that will keep the ball. You'll have your players that will be defensive rocks and give everything that you've got. But what is important is that you just don't keep sitting back, because like I said, it only takes one creative move from Colombia, it's back to 1-1, you have to then go and chase the game again, and then you're opened up. And also, it's just not as good to watch, is it? You want teams that are going for the game, you want teams that want to win.
¡Qué rico para ese equipo! Te necesito más dinámica. ¿Cómo es posible que coger la pelota, empezar a caminar? No, esto es de dinámica, hay que ponerlas a correr. Te meto a 2 de pibos. Sé que te necesito para que recibas y enfrentes. Recibir la bola y te devolves. No, hacerle para adelante, que es lo tuyo. Pablo ya hace rato le está diciendo, vamos para allá, y todo el mundo para atrás. Entonces, ¿cuándo les vamos a llegar al gol? Si no empezamos a generar los espacios, todo el mundo para atrás, vamos para allá.
So the coach obviously has gone through some of the some of the fundamentals, because that coach 100% will have fundamentals in his team. You can just tell by the way that they're playing, they will have patterns of play, regular images on the pitch. You don't get that creative just by being a good player. He would have either been talking about that, or he'd have been talking about some sort of set moves of how to break them down to get that goal back. Because remember, futsal is very much like a game of chess. If it goes 2-0, it's a totally different game, because you've always got that safety net. If Colombia get a goal back, again, it's a totally different game. And I know I'm probably sounding a bit like Glenn Hoddle here, where I'm just stating the obvious, but the next goal is very, very important. Keep an eye on the fixed. It's very, very important for the game tactics of what the manager does next. That's why it's so important. If it goes 2-0, the Colombian manager is going to have to take action, which could be very, very interesting when it comes to the transitions of the games for the counter-attacks, because Colombia is going to have to go for the game. Also, timeouts on set pieces will become even more important to try. But again, the same applies. If it goes to 1-1, Venezuela are going to have to change tactics. Good defending. Love that from Venezuela. Brilliant defending. And if she did beat her, there was another player in covering. Sorry about that, guys. Keep an eye on this area here. Keep an eye on this area here. Good show and go here. Fantastic show and go. There we go. It's opening up. Here we go. Parallel. There. They need someone in here. Slightly conservative from Colombia at the moment. Like I said, if they can stretch them in those corners of the pitch, damage could really start happening for Venezuela, because it's so hard to defend. The moment they pull you back in the corners of the pitch, it really does open you up. Ooh, imagine if she got that right. See, this is the issue with Colombia at the moment. They're keeping a lot of possession, but actually Venezuela are opening them up a little bit too easy. See, this is why, yes, Colombia are good, the level is high, but there's still a hell of a lot of improvements. Good, love the chip down the side with the outside of the foot. Love that. Brilliant technique. Here we go. The spaces are open up. Have a watch in here. Keep an eye. Good. They're opening it up. I'm loving the cuts as well. Oh, here we go! Did that go in? Did it go in? Oh! Chris said, how many timeouts can a coach have? It's one per team per half. So you get 2 in a whole game, but you can only take 1 in each half, and each team has 1 each. And it's for 1 minute long. Good from Venezuela. Ooh, she's got it. She's gone long. Counter. Ooh. Go on then, break. Oh, that keeper was too slow. What is she doing? Here we go. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Goal! I told you it was happening. I told you it was coming. The keeper wasn't quick enough on that transition, and it is a poor, poor throw-in. What a goal. Now this is going to get intense now. What does Venezuela do? And also as well now, guys, keep an eye on how the approach now changes from both sides. Chris, can you just confirm that's 2-0 to Arsenal? If it is, that is brilliant. And also, who's the goal scorers? And if it's Aubameyang, I don't expect you to write Aubameyang. You can just say Uba. What a goal! Chris, this is exactly why I said to you, you cannot just keep holding back. It's too early in the game. It's too early in the game. You have to have a mixture of attack and defence. You cannot just focus on holding that lead. Not this early in the game. It's too early. Tierney and Saka. Okay, I was not expecting that. But I'll take it, especially after the season we've had. It's such a shame that the comments are not working tonight. I seem to be getting a lot of problems with Twitch recently, which is very, very frustrating, but it is what it is. At least the stream actually works, because the other week it wasn't. I was really worried about that West Brom game as well, to be honest with you, because I thought, Sam Allardyce sitting back, Arsenal not being the most brilliant this season, breaking teams down and stuff like that, but seems to have changed their fortunes now. They're playing the young guns. Come on then, let's go, let's go. Keeping on the cut. That was a diagonal cut there, and it's okay. Boom! What a goal that was. Yes. What a goal that was. Yeah, unfortunately, Chris, sometimes the streams, they do have their issues sometimes. Well done, Colombia. It says to me as well, reconnecting to the chat. Well, it's kind of what I said to you earlier, Chris. Colombia have been the better side, and they're too strong to sit back. Too strong. I'd be disappointed in the goal that I conceded if I was the manager.
Venezuela, ni ningún equipo del mundo, al menos de los 16 que vinieron a esta copa, puede resistir este asedio.
Annabelle has also just sent in saying Colombia are so much better at keeping the ball. They have good strength on the ball and seem more creative with how they are playing. They seem to be mostly first to the ball in a 50-52. Venezuela seem to punt it and a fair bit under pressure and maybe panic a bit. I totally agree. Totally agree. That's why I was getting a little fed up with watching their tactics, because it's unfortunate for Colombia that they just switched off from that corner. They went 1-0 up, but for me, Venezuela kind of changed tactics a little bit. Like, they seem to be okay with going in a 1v1 right at the start of the game, and then after that, totally changed. See, look, now, another timeout called. Venezuela have now got to go for the game. The game has totally dipped against them now. I'm just going to see if I can fix the chat a second. I'm hoping by me chatting might make things a bit better.
Ellas siempre nos vienen a apretar. Vamos a empezar a trabajar en lo siguiente. Toco, harto y regreso al centro. El pibe que está en este lado, vamos a cambiarle. Vamos a jugarle con 2-2. Pero no me van a salir los dos, sino uno solo. Toco, salvo. Este jugador viene aquí. ¿Ven? Este jugador viene aquí. Este sale y vuelve y regresa e intenta recibir la pelota. Si no, la deja pasar.
It'll be very, very interesting to see what Venezuela do now. They are clearly going to have to go for the game now. But for me, what worries me about Venezuela, Annabelle kind of hit a few of those, so I don't want to just repeat what she said. But for me, how creative they are with set pieces is going to be really important. Colombia have clearly shown that they can switch off from a set piece as well. So for me, if I was the manager, I'd be using the set pieces to my advantage right now.
Esto está que arde aquí, en una temperatura impresionante. Balón al fondo, venía buscando, metiendo la pierna Mireya Fermina y lanzamiento de esquina. No, ha dicho que saque de banda para el equipo colombiano. Viene buscando Chandira, va tocando la pelota desde atrás Miquelena. Recupera la pelota, se perdió, quedan 2:53 por jugarse.
Una vez más, el gol que tiene ganando a Colombia. Primero Paula Botero, que hace todo el movimiento.
Chandira. Y ahí, mire.
Also as well, look at the goalkeeper, poor technique. Should be a split save there, not just jumping at the defender. A split save may potentially have stopped that, it may not have, but it would have definitely put her in a better position. Look how much slower.
Asegurarlo, había que asegurarlo.
No, fue lo colectivo de ese ataque. Esa es la importancia del ataque de segundo palo, que siempre llegue a...
I do like this player here. She's so composed on the ball.
Va saliendo Paulita Botero.
Here we go.
Quedan 2:20. Pisa bien Garzón.
Very left-footed.
Le mete el cuerpo. Gabriela Viloria vuelve a tomar
Oh, she tried it.
Primero Virilla Fermín. Recupera el balón, se perdió, no pudo dominarlo. Hay posesión de pelota para el equipo colombiano que gana 2-1.
¿Y usted cómo durmió anoche? Colchones comodísimos para dormir profundamente.
Y valga destacar la actuación de Lady Calderón. Siempre ingresaba cuando el partido estaba resuelto, parecía ser una jugadora de interés secundario para el técnico y hoy, el día más bravo, la tiraron al ruedo y lo ha hecho muy bien, tanto así que se mantiene en el maderamen.
1:59, hay que irse al descanso con este marcador. Con tranquilidad Colombia va metiendo la pelota hacia arriba, Chandira que va saliendo de aquí a la pierna derecha por encima del horizontal. Juega bien Colombia, empieza a tomarse confianza en Colombia. El problema ahora lo tiene el equipo venezolano. El abrazo para toda la gente en Venezuela que nos sigue a esta hora a través de Señal Colombia y de Canal Versus. Es la final del campeonato del mundo. Balón que va quedando para que domine. Desde atrás Andreita
She's
Garzón
so creative. Oh.
Reposición que va a tomar.
Don't talk, Liam, you put her off.
El técnico Luis Mario González, lo veíamos allí en
Okay, Chris has said mentally it is very difficult to switch to another type of tactic if you are dominated and with a few thousands of crazy fans. Well, yeah. But that's what separates the professionals to the non-professionals, though, doesn't it? At the end of the day, you have to deal with these pressures. Psychologists, that's why they've been introduced to a lot of sport now. One of my friends, Dan Abrahams, is a really good sports psychologist. Learn a lot from him. We spoke a couple of months ago in some live streams, and you do learn a lot from him. We talk about rituals and things like that to try and get rid of anxiety in the game and how to cope with pressures like this. But to be honest, yes, the crowd can get you nervous, but to be honest, when you're playing, it should also be acting as a buzz. And actually, Venezuela, I don't think would have been affected by that as much, because in the early stages, they went 1-0 up. They will definitely be feeling the pain now, though. The nerves would have totally gone the other way. And especially with Colombia being so good in possession, I wouldn't be fancying my chances now as the Venezuela coach. Because they did what they had to do. They did the Jose Mourinho type of play ugly, get in front, hold it. But sometimes Jose Mourinho doesn't get the credit that he deserves for the counter-attacks and the structured attacks as well. It's not just about just sitting in and being negative. So seconds to go in the first half. Colombia 2, Venezuela 1. Venezuela have definitely done themselves proud, but Colombia have definitely been the dominant team here. Listen to that crowd. And let's also not forget Chris's point as well. 100% there are thousands in that stadium. That will be hard. And South Americans are very passionate about futsal. I don't think there's a big break. I think it does go straight into the game in a minute.
Pero empezó perdiendo. Sí, a Colombia también le hacen goles. Pero de aquí en adelante, señoras y señores.
Look at them. They've got the drums. They've even put the flags on. Even what do you call those instruments that they play into? I can't remember what they're called. I know in the South Africa World Cup they were annoying, but they do have their place in futsal. I think gives us a bit of noise. Okay, second half, let's go. Let's go. Okay. They've created the 3. Going long. Good. Better from Venezuela. Good. Keep an eye on the fixed. Going back to the keeper, which just shows to me that they're lacking creativity, and you could just guarantee they were giving it away. It was a good save. I've probably not done Venezuela a service there, but just going back to the keeper like that, for me, I don't think that was a tactic. I think that was they ran out of ideas. Which is disappointing really, because Colombia have really promoted women's futsal fantastically, AMF futsal fantastically, and Colombian futsal fantastically. So just passionate about seeing the other and both teams playing that way. Good pass down to the side. Unlucky.
Sí, así es. Mario González mantuvo las 4 jugadoras que estuvieron antes de que terminara el primer tiempo, pero ya se alistan acá en el banco Natalia Riveros, de la bogotana, la de cabello claro, la monita, y también Kelly Pedicín.
Va tocando la pelota Miquelena. Miquelena hacia atrás con el balón, el público que empieza a empujar a Colombia. Ole, 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 le grita Colombia. Va dejando la pelota servida, aguantando y buscando para que domine Piloria. La que la tiene, va buscando para Camargo.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, that could have been a mistake. That could have been a big mistake. Chris from Belgium said, former player of our national team, always talk as Argentina 2007 World Cup was by far the best experience. Crowds up to 10,000 people. Jesus. Crowds do make such a big difference, and I think coronavirus has probably shown that to absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter, like yesterday on the stream we were talking about darts and, you know, the lack of crowd, and football and futsal, and no sport's the same without them. And sometimes it can be the difference from watching a professional game to a grassroots or amateur game. Not the quality of the game, I mean, but sometimes just being part of this, being in the stadium, feeling the roar of the fans and everything else is what sport's about, really. And that's why it's amazing to have you guys in the stream. It's all about community. Having people around the world sharing experiences. Look at that, that was awesome. Unlucky. But again, back to the keeper. Ooh, done well though. They've done well. I don't like it, but they've done well. But counter attack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good composure. Good, well done. Needs to get into these areas here. Needs to get in these areas. Can you stretch them? Fantastic play. Keep it moving. Good. Needs to get into that attacking half quickly. Good. Oh! Ooh! Goal! What a goal that was. They've played it around beautifully. This is a whole different game now. This is a different game now. What? Look at that. Solder a new one. This is why possession is key. You move the ball in order to move the opposition. And you make the opposition lose concentration. That defender lost concentration. She just assumed they were going to keep passing in that circle, in that rotation. And all of a sudden she's been sold a feint, made her go the wrong way, turn, goal. And also a brilliant toe poke. Unbelievable by Colombia. Well done, Colombia. Very deserved. A fantastic goal to watch. It's a shame you guys aren't on the comments. What a goal that was. Oh, the ball's taken her out. Any update on the Arsenal result as well?
Se llama Paula Botero y es la goleadora del mundial. 14 veces.
She slammed that ball down, man. She was not happy.
Aquí fue una combinación excelente.
Not happy at all.
Tocó, adormeció.
Keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. Okay, they've gone back to the keeper.
Esa carta ganadora. Frenó, dejó pasar a la pívot. Y convierte como si fuera
She
fácil
loves
un
to
verdadero
drag
golazo.
back this girl.
3-1 y ahora sí que no hay que salir de la cueva, Venezuela.
2-0 half time. Thanks, Chris.
Pinte con los mejores pintadores de pintura que sí pintan bien.
Oh, went for the diag. Didn't quite work. Oh, yes. Good feet. Slow the ball down. That's better from Venezuela. That's what they need to do. This is the way they're going to pick off Colombia now. Because Colombia 100% do switch off defensively. They are definitely vulnerable defensively. Slow the game down. Look at the picture. And slowly maneuver yourself into the attacking half. Not this, not this, not this. Good, slow it down, pick them off. If I was the manager now they've got this rhythm of slowing the game down, I'd be calling a timeout now, I think. And start talking to them about how they can slow the game down, start breaking down some of their defensive walls, and see if we can start creating some chances and start pegging them into the corners of the pitch in the attacking half. Because again, it's alright slowing the game down, but you have to have a plan, you have to have a purpose. And for me, my purpose would be to try and keep them in those corners of the pitch, keep them in that half. Ah, she got nuts. These nuts! Yeah, try and keep them in the attacking half and wait for some lack of concentration. Good. Here we go, counter-attack's on. Venezuela player is down. Okay, they're carrying on. Oh, the referee has walked on the pitch. That just slowed them down. That's not fair, referee. That is poor refereeing there, I think. You either stop the game because she's injured, or you stay off the pitch. But Venezuela were running through, and the referee walks on the pitch. Did I miss something there?
Un gol hasta dos es remontable, es una diferencia ahí, trabajable, pero si Venezuela encaja el cuarto, no hay reversa, Lucho. Por eso, la reacción impetuosa del equipo rival. Se quedó muy golpeada.
Bueno, y pilas porque es que también por los lados de Venezuela empiezan a calentarse las jugadoras con la camiseta número 2, Carla Romero, que se le
To be fair, that looked like she bent her ankle a few times.
y tiene que entrar el árbitro argentino.
See, I broke my ankle, so I know how that feels.
Se le estaba acercando mucho la capitana de Colombia.
Fair play to her for trying to carry on and get that extra goal there.
El árbitro, al señor Jiménez de Paraguay. Se lesionó sola. uno entiende esto, ¿no? Son cosas del juego. El que ha estado en el terreno sabe que se dicen muchas cosas.
Right, I'm gonna click forward.
Reventó el balón.
¿Usted sabe cómo le dicen a eso en la cancha, Lucho?
¿Cómo le dicen?
Corretear la gallina. Se corretea
Okay, let's
una
go.
gallina.
Pero muchas veces...
Así tiene Colombia a Venezuela correteando la gallina.
No, y es que eso lo ha pedido específicamente Oscar Villamizar, que las presiones sobre su propia área, sobre su propio campo a las colombianas, porque ahí está muy pendiente también Magali Vergara bajo los 3 palos.
Ah, right, okay, I must have missed that.
¿Y usted cómo durmió anoche? Colchones comodísimos para dormir profundamente.
Tiene razón el árbitro. Villamizar abandonó totalmente la zona técnica para dar una recomendación al oído a Petra, creo Petra Cabrera, que iba a realizar el saque lateral.
Y está que lo
Yeah, I didn't know
extendió.
the whistle went because, to be fair, like, Venezuela seemed like they were playing on.
El balón va quedando en
And he
el
stepped on the court, and I was like, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
Falta, quedan 14,
He's allowed
15 por jugar,
him to
60
kind of like
por
carry
jugar.
on, but stepped on the pitch at the same time. I was like, what?
Colombia está ganando 3-1. El país con los dedos cruzados.
Oh, good little thing,
Todo el
love
mundo
that.
haciendo fuerza.
It's the
Colombia
little
juega bien,
things,
pero
it's the
Venezuela
little
también es
things.
una tromba. Balón que va quedando para que domine el equipo venezolano. Va saliendo desde atrás Rodríguez.
Oh, she could
Va
have
tocando la
done
pelota.
a wing back
Dejando
door
ahora
then.
Miguel Elena.
The Colombian was just following her, having a little look, check in, check out, and that could have been a wing back door opportunity there. Game intelligence,
La línea
people.
ecológica de
Game
pinturas Tito Pavón.
intelligence.
Una buena decisión para durar y durar.
A wing back door, if no one knows, is when you're making a forward run, defender follows you, you come back in to show, defender follows you, and then you've won their back to then make a forward run, and then they kick it out to the, they flick it over to the wing, and it's a wing back door, but you've won their back.
Cruza, le pegó al marco, venía saliendo primero, metía el cuerpo Mireya Fermín, el balón al lanzamiento de esquina para el equipo colombiano, quedan 13 minutos y medio, pelota atrás, Colombia se está coronando campeón del
So
mundo.
this is it, keep them there, don't go so far back, don't go so far back, keep them there, good, there we go, now, go, go!
Arquizones era el de Natalia, era
Was that
para
it?
liquidar, era para rematar. Era
She
el
missed.
clavo que le falta a este ataúd, Andrés.
Sí, hay que jugarlo así,
What?
con esa plenitud en defensa, oídos
Oh,
despiertos,
what a
ojos
save.
atentos, y luego en las salidas con espacio liquidar. Aquí era para matar el partido, Arquizones de nuevo.
What a save!
Entró, atención que entró Yurika Mármol. Va quedando la pelota para Colombia. Andreita, bien, toque atrás para Magali Vergara. Arriba para Paula, Paula que ha jugado todo.
Just remember as well, that would be a foul in modern AMF. You can't play to the goalkeeper multiple times. But luckily, because the standard of game has been pretty good, they've not actually passed it to the keeper all that much. But you can do it once.
Mármol está sola aquí en la parte baja, mirá.
Oh, good
Mármol
play,
está aquí sola.
good play.
Va dejando para Andreita. Ahí tenés a Mármol. Eso es, se lo va tirando para
Come on,
Yurika.
get them in there, get them in there, get them in.
Para que domine ahora Chandira que se mete. Enreda la pelota. Colombia vuelve a quedar servida para Botero. Botero la tiene para Mármol. Le pegó Mármol.
It's called a wing back door.
Pero esa es su característica. Potencia cuando le den espacio.
So you make a forward run to bring the defender back.
Venezolano sigue dando instrucciones.
You come to
El
receive the
partido
ball,
sigue
so it's
3-1,
like a
y
go
la
and
cuenta
show.
regresiva
As the
avanza.
defender follows that movement, you've won his back now.
20 años de experiencia.
So you make a forward run and they flip it
Calidad
over
que
the
pinta.
top to the wing. And it's a wing back door.
Chris,
Chris, it's also we do work on that on the FEF level 1 course. And there's also the pivot back door, which is very, very similar, but it's down the middle of the pitch, and the pivot, again, forward run, comes to receive it, wins his back, makes a forward run, and chips it over the top. But it's not just a kick over the top, it's more complicated than that. You have to draw them out of position to win their back in order to get a flick on the wing or up front to the pivot.
Va tocando atrás Carlita Romero, va tocando la pelota hacia atrás, dejando para Hernández. Hernández para Arquizones, la mete larga, aguante, tranquila, juegue con calma.
Very similar here, they're playing the parallel.
Claro, hacer que el balón ruede, que no salga del rectángulo.
The square
Eso va a
pass.
permitir que los minutos
In here, if they're
transcurran.
playing here now,
Esa
they could be
posesión
doing
continuada Es
A
fundamental para
1-2
asegurar el partido.
here.
11:34, la pelota ahora para Natalia, se está mostrando, la está pidiendo
Fantastic
hace rato.
feet.
Arriba la viene buscando. Allá
Brilliant
Yurica,
play.
Yurica que va cambiando para Andreita, le
Again,
metió
when
la
they're
pierna
starting to
primero,
dominate these
posesión de
corners of
balón
the
para
pitch,
Venezuela.
becomes very, very hard to stop.
Para Venezuela, 11:24, Colombia gana 3-1, se está coronando campeón mundial del segundo campeonato mundial femenino de fútbol de salón en Barranca Bermeja. Usted lo ve.
Here we go. Keep the corner of the pitch. Slowly start to occupy this side.
¿Y usted cómo durmió anoche?
Bring them out. Don't go too far back.
Estamos comodísimos para dormir profundamente.
Good play. Good composure on the ball. Venezuela not really putting a lot of pressure on, considering they're 3-1 down. That was better. That was much better. But they had to recover that. The moment that goes back to the keeper, retreat straight away. Lack of concentration and lack of discipline by Venezuela. You're opening yourself up a lot there. That's better. Playing shorter now. Keeping the ball better. This is what I was saying earlier, Chris. In regards to the keeper, yeah, pretend you're going long. Not a problem. Play short and then play from there. Venezuela have had more of the ball in the last couple of minutes than they've had in the majority of the game. It's because they're now keeping the ball better. This would have been a better tactic for me personally when they were 1-0 up. Nothing wrong with sitting back, but you can't do that for large periods of the game, especially when it's near the start of the game. Okay, keep an eye out on the movement. Fantastic movement. Lovely soul control as well to slow the game up. So Venezuela can play this way, by the way. They're starting to prove that now. They can play like that. It was bad tactics, in my opinion, from the manager. Chris, but once we could join FEF, and I really hope so, then I'm interested for some of the coaches in the FEF courses. You really will enjoy it, Chris, I promise. It's very, very in-depth. I was speaking to Alan from Belgium, who is one of the coaches for the France national team, about some of the stuff that's involved in the FEF course the other day. It's very, very practical. There's so much information for people to take on in futsal. Things like the wing back door and the pivot back door and 1-2s and loads of things like that helps you become a better... yes, that's true. Yeah, that's him, Chris. Oh, good skill. Can you hold it? No. Counter-attack's on. Let's go. No foul. Okay, let's go. To the... Go on then. To the... Oh, she should have found it. She should have found that post. Tell you what. Here we go. 2v1s. 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 Oh! Oh! God! What a goal! What a goal that was! What a goal that was! 8 minutes to go as well, guys. Told you it was going to be close. He used to be the Belgian futsal FIFA coach. Okay, fair enough. I think he told me that, to be fair. Look at that. Lovely. Brilliant. Fantastic stuff. What an interesting game we've had now. But, again, look how positive it was with Venezuela of how they got that goal. 2 players down injured, 1 from each team. So Colombia can't even moan that they had a player down, because both teams did. Sometimes, Chris, it's the way that you, the game plan that you have And Venezuela are not a bad side in any way, stretch of the imagination. I just think they got the tactics wrong. Look good, keeping the width. Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Oh, I don't think that should have been a penalty. See that again? Oh, that was a naughty one. Oh, it's a free kick. What? Okay. Originally, I thought that was a penalty. But to be fair, that one in the box, she got the ball, so.
Iba a pegar, se rebaló.
Sí, es falta. Es falta técnica porque ella hace un primer contacto cuando resbala y hace un segundo contacto cometiendo falta cuando toca, pero no permitió que le robaran el balón. Preferible la falta técnica a perder el control de la pelota. 3-2. Es una final del mundo. No era para menos. Colombia sigue arriba.
¿Y usted cómo durmió anoche? Colchones comodísimos para dormir profundamente.
A cobrar el equipo.
7 minutes 42 seconds left.
Gracias, Camilo Castellanos.
Does Venezuela score? Take it to extra time? Does Colombia score and kill the game? Or does it stay 3-2? These 7.5 minutes are going to feel like an hour. This is where it gets really interesting and very tactical now. I just hate that tactic with a passion. I'd be absolutely so annoyed if 3 of my players just stood still like that. It's 3-2, World Cup final. You have just scored a brilliant goal to get back in the game. At 3-1, I generally thought the game was over. They've gone for it, they've got a goal, and you've got 3 players from a goal, a goal throw, sitting back, not moving.
No, que no se queje, limpiamente fue Lady Calderón. Limpiamente, mire cómo mágicamente cuando no pitan la falta se recupera bien limpiecita la jugada.
El balón. Recupera ahora Camargo, la tiene Venezuela. Señal Colombia, Canal Versus llevándole la final del campeonato del mundo. Arriba, bien Magali.
So that's a pretty decent stroke for the keeper.
3 por 2. Va quedando para Magali, cuidado que va saliendo, la cruzaron.
I tell you what, the keeper was very, very lucky the Venezuela player actually touched her there, because she took a bad touch and then used her hands to stop it. Look at this. Look at that dodgy touch. And if you actually notice in the camera, that other player's there ready to snap that up. To be fair, I'm probably being a bit mean. Her legs were taken out, to be fair. Fair play to the keeper though. She does look a bit heavy, I'm not gonna lie. Would not want to keep her that heavy trying to take a player on 1v1 in her own box. And it's 3-2 in a World Cup final. No thanks! She would have permission to kick out the pitch in that scenario. Chris said, especially in the first half, Colombia was dominating, but still they haven't created many clear chances. Well, sometimes when a team defends well, it's hard to create chances. But I do agree with you though, and this is why I was saying to Annabelle earlier, for me, people are not being creative enough on throw-ins and in corners. And that will make a huge difference to any nation up in their chances of winning World Cups and European Championships. Because, like I said, not a lot of teams are. And just watch in this game how many times the ball has gone off the pitch, whether that's a goal kick, whether that's a corner, whether that's a throw-in. And it just means there's going to be a lot of opportunities to score goals. What is going on here? Thank God for that. I thought it was going to freeze on me again. Let's say, I am just making up a random number now, but I think it will be there or thereabouts. Let's say it goes out 20, 30 times. It may be more than that, by the way. It might be less. I'm pretty sure it'll be round about that figure. 20, 30 times it's gone off. That could be 20 to 30 opportunities for you to have a chance of scoring a goal. And if we go back to the very first goal in this game from Venezuela, it was a pretty average throw, a pretty average volley, and they go 1-0 up in the game. You take advantage of your set pieces in futsal, you are having an opportunity to score a goal, and your chances of winning that game, where mistakes can happen, transitions are high, intensity is high, concentration needs to be high. Set pieces can be just that little bit where you have a plan, you have a little bit of unison, you've all got the same thoughts, and it could be a way of you getting back into the game if you are being dominated by oppositions and things like that. And like I said, it's something very specific in the women's game that I've noticed in the women's games that I've streamed on Facebook, YouTube and on Twitch. But even with the slightly lower ability teams in the men's games and in children or youth, it's the same themes apply. Paraguay in the C13 World Cup, as an example, were world champions, and it was no shock that they were one of the best from set pieces as well. There was one free kick they scored. Oh, that's it. Unlucky. That's better. A little rotation. Finds it. Unlucky with the volley. Chris, our national coach trains a lot on corners, free kicks and blocks, even with the fifth USA rules, which are similar to AMF. Well, fifth USA are AMF.
Herencia Verde, la línea ecológica de pinturas Tito Pavón. Una buena decisión para durar y durar.
Fifth USA are the previous company before AMF and AMF took over.
Estorbar, quitar, derribar, ¿qué importa? En cualquier momento, Paula, Shandira, Andrea se iluminan y marcan el cuarto. Pero lo más importante es mantener a Venezuela sin que convierta.
5:34, hay que tener el balón.
No, Lucho, y Luis Mario González anima desde el banco a sus jugadoras, además que les dice que cada vez que una de las de Venezuela tenga el balón, que entren a presionar sin miedo, con seguridad. Ellas lo han hecho a cabalidad y siempre en el fondo, frente a Magali Vergara, debe haber una jugadora de recuperación.
Hay una cosa clara, las finales se ganan.
Chris, no, it's now.
Arriba el ofrecimiento. Bien, va saliendo Lady Calderón. Colombia ya jugó su jugado. La final se gana, punto.
I'm not sure what that is, Chris, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is. Because they had 5th USA and it was taken over. If you look on Wikipedia, for example, because even AMF still advertise themselves as AMF and 5th USA. But 5th Futsal, I don't know what that is, if I'm honest with you. To be honest, again, with Futsal, there's so many people that just want the glory of doing what they want when they want. There's loads of rogue associations setting up. My federation. Hang on. My federation, BZVB ABFS, operates under UEFS and Futsal. I honestly don't know what that is. I've actually never heard of that, I don't think. 4 minutes left. Is there going to be another goal in this game? If there isn't, Colombia are champions. If Venezuela do, it could go to extra time and penalties potentially. I'm not trying to say anything here, but the time is 1 hour 18 minutes and the minute finishes on 1 hour 50. We won't watch all of that because obviously there is the ceremony and stuff like that, and we won't watch all of that. We skip to the and picking up the trophy. But does that mean it's going to extra time? I don't know. And that's a shame. We should join back AMF where we belong. Alex Storgas knows all about it. Well, any help you want from me, Chris, I'm happy to come to Belgium and help out. Obviously not permanently, because obviously I'm with GB. But any friendly games, any internationals, anything that you want from us, let me know, because like I said, Belgium are important to have as part of AMF, and any support we can have, great.
Busca por dónde va tocando atrás para que domine Paula. Quedan 3:34. 3-2 gana Colombia. Aseguremos el partido, niña. Vamos, Colombia. Vamos. Colombia viene por el cuarto. Toca la pelota hacia atrás, la amortigua con el pecho. Bien la antioqueña. Va dejando para Chandira. Chandira que la tiene bien para Paula. Eso es. Hay que tocar. Arriba para Chandira. Venía buscando el cabezazo primero. Arquizones. Quedan 3:15 por jugar. 3-2 gana.
Come on, Venezuela. Make a game of it. Let's go to extra time. Good hold up. A little bit rushed. Chris, that could be an option. I will talk in private to explain you more. Yeah, no problem at all, Chris. But as I said, any help you want from us, Belgium, France, any countries of that sort is really, really helpful for GB, because the travelling is not so far. And the more games we can get with youth and adults, whether that's club teams, whether that's adult teams, is very, very important. For example, my local team, Bristol Futsal, would be more than happy to play some Belgian teams if any club teams want to come to England. Save keeper. But likewise, we could also do international stuff too. But uniting all of us being one big futsal family is so important. And hopefully start getting some crowds like this game. Okay, they're having a quick timeout. We're going to skip that. 2 minutes 30. Is there going to be another goal? Another goal for Colombia, and they've pretty much sealed their win now with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And Venezuela goal will send us to extra time and penalties, potentially. The crowd will get nervous now if you're a Venezuela fan. Colombia probably about a minute away from being excited. They'll be nervous too at this stage. Sick feelings. They will try and slow the game down. This is the time to slow the game down, but you don't want to offer too many opportunities for them to score, and you definitely want to make the most of your counters. Oh. See, look, the keeper's going to be injured every time she has to dive now. Slow the game down. Be tactical in what you're doing. I don't quite understand how she's hurt herself there, to be fair. I'm not sure. Is the keeper got elbow pads? She definitely should have. Knee and elbow pads. She might not hurt herself so much. Oh, that was poor, that was. See, even the manager wasn't happy. He wanted that short. Keeper went rogue. Yeah, Chris said Colombia are getting nervous. They will do. It's a World Cup final. 1 minute 48. They'll be treated as celebrities if they win this game. If they don't, they will not be very popular. The goalkeeper was losing it. Yeah. But this is kind of what Venezuela did. The pressure got to them, and the keeper keeps going long, and you're inviting too much pressure. But Venezuela did concede. Will Colombia concede? See, at this point, if the keeper does that, I don't mind. I don't mind at this stage. It slows the game down. There's a minute and a couple of seconds to go, so as far as I'm concerned, slow the game down, force them back in their own half, and do what you can do. And if we can get a counter, we can get a counter. Throw went Colombia's way. Slow the game down. Make the pitch big. Actually, sorry, I take that back. Not make it big, what I'm on about. Keep one up, hold it up, and keep the others back just in case. Yeah, they're not going to throw loads of people up. They're just going to keep one back and make sure they're defensively solid. Venezuela have got... Look, that lady there has got to shut down quicker than that. Has got to shut down. Look, there you go. Poor pressing. And that's led. Here we go. Is it a goal? No. But you have got... If you're going to go in high press, you have to do it as a team. You cannot do it as individuals. You have to be a defensive unit if you're going to press. But look, both teams are nervous. Both teams do not know where it's going. It's 35 seconds left, but remember, every time it goes off, the clock stops. Come on. This is nail biting now. A goal for Venezuela and it goes to extra time. A goal for Colombia and it's game over. They're getting ready to celebrate, but they are nervous. 21 seconds to go. Counter-attack's on! No! Another opportunity again. This is why set pieces are so important. Ooh. Here we go. This is nail biting, this is. 5 seconds to go. What happened? 3 seconds to go. It's going to be Colombia's. Game over. Colombia 3, Venezuela 2. And that's exactly what it means to Colombia. Let's skip to when they pick up the trophy. A brilliant ceremony. It's a shame we can't see all of it. Chris said, you definitely need a goalkeeper with good feet in AMF Futsal. Yeah, you do, 100%. Who is that? Here we go. Oh no, that's Venezuela. Look, see, they're just excited to be there. They've done so well. They should be really proud of themselves. They gave Colombia a really, really good game.
Por eso, entes como Coldeportes y el Comité Olímpico Colombiano, aunque lo quieran mirar de reojo, han tenido que aceptar su legitimidad. Venezuela festeja, por supuesto, porque llegó a la gran final. That was the team of Czech Republic. They must have come third or something.
Venezuela have got a trophy for coming second. That's very odd.
Cuando el partido estaba complicado para una selección Colombia que merecía.
Oh, actually, they did that in the C13 World Cup, actually. They got a trophy for each position from 4. 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st. Chris, hook me up with the Czech Republic manager's number. Hook me up with the Czech Republic manager. Here we go. The trophy's coming.
Magali Vergara lo hizo muy bien hoy Magali. Cuando tuvo la exigencia, actuó. con la distinción de goleadora debajo del brazo, Paula Botero. Y uno de los miembros del cuerpo técnico, Mario González, Wellington Ortiz.
So just as this is going on, guys, I just want to thank every single person that has come into the stream today. I do apologise about the chat. I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, sometimes things like this do happen. Streaming can be a pain. Even the biggest YouTubers and Twitch streamers in the world do have these hitches sometimes, which is so annoying. There's not a lot we can do about it. But thank you everyone who came today. Well done, Colombia. And there's Dr. Alarcon, who's the AMF Futsal president. He is about to give the trophy to Colombia. There you go. Hey! Look at that. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you everyone who came today. Please make sure to share the stream. Oh, Levi's back. Oh, Levi. Levi's back. Anyway, so guys, thank you very much for everyone who came to today. Hopefully I'll be doing another stream tomorrow. Keep your eyes out for that. I will let you know really soon about the stream tomorrow. I will have a look at a couple of games that I'm going to pick. So stay tuned. Share the stream with your friends. Don't forget to follow. And if you want to subscribe, you can also subscribe. Have a fantastic morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. I'm so proud of all the different people that came to the stream today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's go!